I promise you, it's going to be this meeting is being recorded. Okay, it is dialed in.
Okay,
I really
awesome.
want to
Tim,
focus
I'm
on a
just gonna
couple
let
things.
you, I'm gonna mute, I'm gonna let you take it away, my friend.
All right, Kilo, thanks. I appreciate it. Well, there's a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Tim Hess. I have been in the business since March 8th of last year. I kind of want to give you three things today. More than anything, I want you to take away is get ready, get a piece of paper and a pen. But more so than that, you're going to need a couple pages. I think you're going to get a couple pages, and I hope you do get that, because there are things that I'm going to tell you that don't do what I did, and some of you are going to need to do what I didn't do. Maybe you do it, turn it around, whatever it is. But so there's three things. I'm going to tell you my story real quick, and I say I will be quick because we've all heard everybody's story. There's something in our stories that resonates with somebody, right? Number one. Number two, I'm going to kind of tell you what I think about and how I treat this business. And then third, I'm going to tie it all together at the very end. So the first part of it, write your questions down, because the second part of it is really more about mindset, how I think about this business, and how I take responsibility for everything that I do. Okay, so again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Tim Hess. I'm in Daily Pay. Michelle, I signed up with Michelle, and I've been in corporate America for 25 years. I'm 56 years old, a dad of 5 kids, and my family's sitting in the other room because they're eavesdropping on me, even though I know they are. Because you'd be like, Dad, that was awesome. And my wife just prayed on me before I came out here. So we're in great shape. We're tooled up. We're fired up. We're ready to go. So just get ready. So again, I'm a dad of 5 kids. I lost my career after 25 years. The coolest things I did, I was at that one company. I left the company, believe it or not, and then I came back to that company. I brought a lot of value to that company. And at the end, they came into my office after literally 24 years and 7 months. And they said to me, 2 people that I barely knew came into my office and said, "Thank you very much, but your role has been eliminated." Now, what's really crazy about that is, like, I was, it knocked the crap out of me. How is it that 25 years you're with a company and they sit there and go, "You helped build this company, by the way." There was 300 stores. I'm in retail. They took this company that had 300 stores. We took it to 1,200 stores in 6 different states. I mean, 6 different countries. That's insane when you sit there and look back at what we did. Like, we, not me, we did. Anyway, so I had left corporate America. Obviously, I've been home for a while. Got to be home and realize what's going on at home. Like, I really want to be home. And then I'm like, now I'm looking for an online business. People are making money online. There just is. I just had to find my vehicle. I just had to find my vehicle. So during that time I was home, I was recruitable, and I was recruited to go to other places to work. I flew around United States per se, and I was in Cincinnati, Ohio. When I got on a plane, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I've been home so much now that it's like, I'm used to going to the golf course. I'm used to hanging out with my friends. I'm used to going with my family. I'm listening to my kids for the first time. It was just, I can't do this. Like, I gave everything I had. My wife did everything in the household. She kept it going. She prayed over us. She did all the things that she needed to do to make sure that we had shoes, we had clothes, we had food. She did all those things. So when people say we're moms, I'm telling you right now, the mom in my household, Jesus Christmas, she is the world. And there had to be something more. I know I can't be the only one that sits there and says there's got to be more. There's got to be more, and that's what I thought. But I also believe that I could do an online business. These people were no better than I am. I listened to them speak. I'm like, I got this. I got this. I just got it. Look, so when I came to Daily Pay, my son was in the hospital. This is how I signed up, by the way. I'd already been looking in January and December, February, and even February. So March came along. I came home from Cincinnati from the interview, and I just said I can't do it anymore. And then my son had surgery. Anyway, fast forward it, in the hospital after his 9, 10, 12-hour surgery, I took the night shift. Mom took the day shift. So what do you do on the phone? What are you doing there? What do? You watch the phone and go, like, I didn't even know I had TikTok on my damn phone. I kid you not. Like, I didn't even know. Like, that's how tech savvy I am. So I go through TikTok, and then I see Michelle on a video saying I can make $600 or $300. At that time, I think it was like, you can make $109,000 a year. And I literally looked at it one time, and I'm like, okay, all right. And she says 2 hours a day. Can I share something with you? In my first reaction, and I'm gonna, we're big, we have big boy, big girl pants on today, right? I thought that was bullshit. Okay. That was bullshit. I know what six figures is. I know what a medium to a middle level six figures is. And I know it ain't 2 hours. I'm telling you right now, it ain't. Right. And that was my thought. However, it intrigued me. It did. It just intrigued me. So I literally that morning, and we're there, and I'm looking at it. And she's looking at it. And I'm like, what are you thinking? I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I didn't have my credit card. So I asked my Grace for the credit card. Grace, I need your card. So but here's me. I said, here's my thinking. Be careful what you think about, because it's true. It happens. So I said, I'm doing the $300 thing. I'm not having these people take me, because here were the three things that I heard. I can make six figures if I learn how to make $300 a day. Number one. Number two, it was coachable. She said, I'm coachable. I am one of the most coachable people you will ever find. Tell me what I need to do. How high do I need to go? Where I am. Done. I got you. Okay. And then three, the third thing that was really more important to me, I'm 56 years old. I've never done this before. Can I talk to somebody? Can I get help if I need it? That was the most important thing. It really wasn't necessarily daily pay. I saw the other people doing it. It worked. I knew it worked. It wasn't an issue if it worked for me. It was, can I get help? Because I know if I can break it, I'll break it. Number two, then I will. Trust me. So, and then I signed up. We signed up. March 8th, we signed up, but I didn't do anything with the business until April 1st. Okay. I'm going to fast forward this up because I really want to get to everything here. Now, as I tell my story, is April 1st, I plugged in and I never missed a day. Hear me. I never missed a day. I never missed anything that I was told to do. You told me I had to be on a Zoom at so-and-so time. I was on that Zoom. And I never missed it. You told me I had 3 pieces of content. You told me 5 pieces of content. I never missed a day. Remember this conversation I just had with you, because I'm going to share with you something later that you'll see why. See, I never missed a day. But here's the one thing I didn't do. Even from the beginning, I tell people I screwed up my setup. I deleted something. I have no idea. I got no clue why I deleted it, but I got my website back in 9 days. Meanwhile, yeah, I know. Don't ask. Meanwhile, I finally get 3 months into it, and I finally get my first sale. Man, if anybody knows your first sale, you remember the person, you remember where they're from, and you know where you were at the time you're receiving, because you're about to damn near crap your pants and cry like a girl. I mean, you just are. And that's what happened. I was like, okay. Now, honestly, the thought was, and guess where the sale comes from? Kid you not. Guess where the sale came from? I'm in California. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia. Where do you think the sale came from? Texas. Where? Dallas. Like, what the heck? Like, Eagles, Dallas. We don't mix. And that was my first sale. I tell that story, but that's real. I mean, it can't get better than that, right? So as I move forward, I get my first sale, but it's still, I know I'm doing it. See, some of you guys out there, you know you got this and you know you're doing it, but you're just like, I felt I was this close. And remember the words I used. I felt I was this close. So anyway, I get on July 27th, I get on the Zoom and I'm like, I got to start asking questions. Like, I never asked. If you go back to all the Zooms, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 that I'm talking, but that's it. I never asked questions. So what happened? I ended up asking a question. You guys can look, this is recorded, this is in there. And I asked some questions, and it was around the perfect customer. The perfect customer and Michelle, we had a great dialogue. Next thing you know, 3-4 days later, after that call, I made daily pay 11 days straight. 11 days straight. And in 14 days, I made $4,050, and I came in under the $300 program. So you can make money. If you're new here, you can make money at any level. It's just a choice. It's just a decision. It's just, are you obsessed or interested? What are you here for? So I made money that time. Now, as we get along, I finally started seeing business come in. I just kept doing what I was supposed to do. So I wasn't distracted. I don't get distracted. And trust me, I can get distracted real quick, but I didn't get distracted. I kept the main thing, and period. It is it. I got to stop a second. So my clock says 111 right now, and I just happened to notice it. I'm like so fired up. Like, I'm on point. That tells me right there, I'm on point. We're where we're supposed to be. We're doing what we're supposed to do. And I'm going to be okay through this whole conversation. So as I get through my journey, you know, I start plugging away. I started making some money, obviously. And I just want to share with that conversation is, Now I want to get into the process of what I do every day. Is it okay? So here's what I do every day. I get up in the morning and I'm on a routine. I really do get a routine. I am an early bird person. I get up in the morning and I do meditation because meditation, we think meditation, oh, this mind, this, that. You got to understand something. Meditation is to calm you down, is to bring you into a zone. People think of it, oh, it's meditation, it's foo-foo stuff. Well, let me give you an example of what foo-foo stuff has done for me. When I'm on the golf course and I take a bad shot, I already know meditation has helped me get rid of that thought process. It already helped me get rid of it, right? We'd say mindset. There are people that never have ever been in a room where they've ever heard a conversation around mindset. I can't tell you what I need. I'm telling you, it is everything. Everything. You guys that are not into mindset and you're like, oh, that's hocus pocus. No, it's not. If you really want to just think, it's controlling your breathing. It's controlling your thought process. It's letting go. If you have been hurt, abused, if you've had tragedy in your life, I can't even begin to tell you. First, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ first, and then the second is about a calmingness. It's really funny, I'm not going to get into faith and religion. I just want to share this one thing with you. Jesus was one of the most calming person. He had thousands of people around him. The stories tell you in the Bible, he had thousands, millions of people around him. Do you think, and here's this guy walking through with his boys, the apostles, getting fish and he's as calm as cucumber. He's got this. It's mindset, but I don't want to, that's how I resonate to mindset. It's like a calmness. The golf, I can relate to the mindset about golf because if I make a bad shot or bad putt, it's already done. I already know I have to get rid of that out of my head. If you screw up, guess what? You have another choice to do it a different way the next moment you make that decision. Your last decision does not dictate what you're doing in the future. You hear me on that? Your last decision, good or bad, does not dictate how well you're going to be successful. If you have a decision and you make a good result, cool, own it. If you make a decision and it doesn't work, cool, own it. Move on. Make a different one moving forward. But anyway, as I move forward, my schedule every day is I get up in the morning, I do meditation for probably about an hour to 2 hours, believe it or not. It just depends on how the morning goes. I get up, I go meditate, take my shower, get ready to go. Then I get into the business. I watch the video. If for whatever reason, the video's not there when I wake up, but you're 2 hours ahead, Michelle. So I get that video when I get up right away. I do listen to that video. But I also do my content usually the night before, or if I have batched it, I have it already ready to go. So it saves me time. Because if you really think about it, I want my time back. I spent 25 years. Some of you guys have spent year over year over year over year working your asses off. And now it's like, you think that's the norm. If you've been doing something 25 years, your body's telling you this is the norm, not your head's telling you this is the norm. That is not the norm. You have a choice to create the norm in your life today with this business. And again, it's your thought process. You'll hear people say heart, heart, heart. Do you understand? People feel your love, your passion, your joy. How do people get moved? How did I get moved from that video that Michelle did on TikTok? How did I feel it? I felt it. That's heart. That's not here. That's heart. Vibrations, feeling. There's something to it, people. There's something to it. Gratitude. How is it that you feel so good when you're so grateful? And I'm about to cry when I sit there and go, oh my God, I'm so grateful. And I start thinking of things. It's a feeling. It's a vibration. We wake up sometimes and I go, I got this today. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Like last night, I didn't get to bed till 2:30. I'm so over the moon right now. I have my notes and I better stay focused on my notes, but I just, there's feelings, right? And I'm telling you, you better go on it. So anyway, I do my content either the night before or that morning of. I post it. I do exactly what Michelle says. By the way, I'm coachable. I do exactly what she tells me to do. I don't overthink this. She tells me I need to do this. Done. Don't screw it up. I can't screw it up. If I screw it up, I still own it. It's not Michelle's fault. It's not Daily Pay's fault. It's not IPS's fault. You have to own your decisions and roll with it. Just move your ass. Please stop all the noise. There's noise. There's so much noise. Stop the noise. Okay. So here we go. So I do my content and then I do Boom Boom. I call her Boom Boom, but it's Victoria. I call her Boom Boom. You guys got to start calling Victoria Boom Boom because she said Boom Boom in her lives. So I will always forever know her as Boom Boom because she's an amazing person. So I watched her. I watched the TikTok I even watched her TikTok videos in our school. And if you're not watching them, shame on you, because that's for you. And if you are exactly where you are and you're having success because you're doing what you're supposed to do in the school, and you're exactly what you're doing, your results are exactly in proportion to what you're not doing. So you have to be in there. Not I want, you have to be. That tells me you're just interested with this business. You're not obsessed with this business. And some of you need to really understand the difference, because you would show up differently. Can I be hard? Can I be honest and be really faithful and just direct you guys? Because I don't sugarcoat anything. You'll see a common denominator in winners. You just find a common denominator in winners, flat out. I said this to somebody the other day, and I'm getting chills right now because it is such the truth. Winners win. We don't whine. We just win. We just do it. We do it over. We do it again. We do it and do it and do it and do it, and we do it. And if it's not done right, we do it over again in a different way. But guess what? Same common denominator is we do it, we do it, we do it, and we do it again. That's period. It's called consistency. It's called discipline. So let me bring back to the day. So I do exactly what I need to. Here's the thing I should show you too. If I don't know, I go in the community. If I don't know, I ask questions. But most of the time it's in the community. But see, I'm not tech savvy. So I go in there and I'm like, I'll be texting Michelle, sorry. I sent you an email. Could you help me out? Help a brother out. But there's so many other people in the community that want to do the same thing. See, busy people, not always successful. But the winners that are busy, they understand what time means to them. See, I understand time. I know what time. That is the one thing you cannot get back. You can get a car, you can get a new one, you can get money. If you lose it all, you can get it all back, but you cannot get time. You will never outpace time, period. So stop wasting your time. And there's people out here need to hear you're wasting your own time because you're not making the right decisions. And also another thing is you're not around the right environment. So you have a choice today. And I say today's every day is a new day because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. You're living in your past. All that crap in the past ain't going to do you no damn good moving forward. You cannot show up yesterday as you were yesterday. I cannot show up yesterday or 2023 the way as I have to come out here showing up differently. The only way you're going to show up differently is doing what? Getting information and taking action. All this great freaking information that we have. Some of you are so saturated with information. I mean, Jesus Christmas, oh my God, if you just start throwing it the hell out there and just taking action, for God's sake, you'd be surprised if you start doing 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and all the God, you'll be like, holy crap, where am I? You're not going to recognize the person that started this journey. So anyway, I do exactly what I was told to do. So I give them my Zooms. I listen to the TikToks. Well, Boom Boom does the TikTok. She showed me how to put a picture inside the here's my video. So imagine this is my picture, right? And then I put a little picture inside, like, hey, how much I made. I just learned that. Are you kidding me? I just learned it. See, I can't keep showing up like I used to. The information's in there. You just got to look. You got to want it. You got to want it. And you got to want it bad, right? Some of you need to have it bad. You need to. Some of you want it bad, but you're so lost in your past, you can't move forward. You got to start looking in today. You got to look forward. All right, here we go. So I do the videos. Then I go live. People always say to me, hey, Tim, oh my God, your lives have energy. Well, I'm just loud. I don't know if it's energy. I'm just loud. My kids will sit there and tell you, like, oh, Dad's going live. You know what I love about it is when my kids listen to me on my lives, and that because I know they're listening in the background. They may have their headphones on. They sit there and go, Dad, you going live today? My wife, you going live today? I'm like, damn, I got to go live. But yeah, I did. You were asleep. Yeah, they're like, no, Dad. Yeah, we don't sleep in the house when you're doing lives, right? But my point is this. There are people watching you in your house, and you have an opportunity of a lifetime to sit there and make an impact on your family, and you don't even know it. You don't show up for this business. You're not showing up for yourself, but mostly more than anything, you can get the environment that you create in your house is for them, not for you. I know my kids, I know I'm trying to do something, yes, for me, and I'm trying to make a great thing of me, but here's the thing, they watch you. They listen to you. When you think they're not listening, they are listening. They are watching you, what you do. They sit there when you're watching TV. They watch you when you're watching TV. Hey, Dad, do you do your content? Dad, did you do? You have the opportunity of a lifetime to create an environment for your kids that will last a lifetime for them, because they're going to understand, well, my dad was always home. My dad was always there. My mom was always there. Wait a minute. So they're going to see something that's the norm. If they go get a job or they get a work and we don't want them to do that, they're like, but God, who's going to work? No, I work. My dad's at home. My wife's at, what do you mean? You know, I mean, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? So you have a blessing that you don't even realize you have a blessing. Whether you believe or not believe, you have a blessing. So I do exactly what I'm told. So I'm going to go back to the lives. I do my lives. People say they don't know what to say on lives. Shame on you. You did not prepare. You did not watch a video. You did not listen. That's reality. Okay. But here's the great thing. The heart comes with the hard truths, always come with a good response. You have a choice. Go back in the videos, go back in the things. I am no different. Michelle is no different than anyone else here. Boom, boom, no different. Amy, no different. Cecilia, there is no difference. We just take different choices. That's it. We make different choices. We don't let anything keep us down. Now hear me. I'm not saying there's moments that we're sitting there going like, all right, we all have tough times. We're no different. But I understood one thing in tough times is they pass. They're seasons. They will pass. The good times, guess what? They will pass too. It doesn't last long, but it does last. But how we get out of them is by choice of how we want to show up. So show up for yourself and your kids and your family. I do those lives because it's not about selling. You guys get on your lives, I can tell you're selling. I feel like you're selling. Cut the crap. Tell them why you're there. And if you don't know what to talk about, if you don't know what to talk about, your boys, we go on a golf course. Oh my God, we're like women. We never shut the hell up. Like, I'm just telling you. So if they're your best friends, talk to your best friends. That's not a joke. That is real. When I talk on my lives, I'm not talking to anyone. I'm talking to me. Me. That's who I'm talking to. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not about me, but I'm talking to me because I want to know what my perfect customer is. I'm watching time. I'm talking to myself and my customers. I'm talking to me because there's people in corporate America that if they knew as hard as the corporate people work, and if there's corporate people on here, you know exactly, you work your asses off. You work before the sun comes up, getting reports ready, these Excel spreadsheets. You're looking at your numbers. In retail, it was everything about the numbers. It was looking at everything to get prepared for the conference call that morning that you had. And then you had to break it out with your DMs. You had to break all the information. All the work that we did, and you sit here and you can't say, oh my God, if I didn't have success at this thing, you know what? We are problem solvers. We get up and we solve problems. We don't whine about it. We have to figure it out because we're responsible for our results. You will not have a job if you're not responsible for your results. Period. Period. And you better fix it. I cannot tell you how many times I said, you better fix this crap. And I'm not like, God, I have 40 stores and I'm going, he's telling me to fix it. I can't even fix the one store, but I got to fix 40 of them. Some of you need to get that mentality is you better fix it. You don't know it because you've never been there before. I don't know what it's going to take, but I'm relying on Michelle. I'm relying on Boom Boom. I'm relying on Amy. I'm relying on Cecilia. I'm relying on all these people that are having success. So I know where I need to go. I'm aspiring that. But here's what I'm also doing. I'm not just relying on them. I'm relying on me. I'm taking the JC Maxwell program. I paid money to invest in this program for me to become better because I cannot show up how I showed up in 2023. You cannot show up and expect things to be different. Your behavior, your actions must be different moving forward. It will not be. I have a goal of $495,444. Don't ask me why the 44 came in, but it just made sense to me. But that is my goal. I broke it down. What did I do? I reversed the role. I understand its process. I understand how I'm going to get there is I got to shut my mouth. I got to listen, but I got to change. I cannot show up in 2023 and I cannot show up in 2024 thinking that I'm going to reach that. But see, here's the thing. I know I'm so close to $30,000 a month. It's not even funny. And when I tell you I worked barely in December, I'm sharing with you. I'm telling you, I can put all the hours in 2 hands that I worked last month. Are you kidding me? And then to get paid, what I got paid is an absolute like, but understand something, 90-day cycles. There's a reason why Michelle does 90 days. Guess what? It's a momentum build. You can be consistent for 90 days. There's some people that can't be consistent for 30 days, but you can do, for some odd reason, there's a number, 60 days, 10 grand. I reached 10 grand in the first month, in the first 17 days, I think it was 17 or 21 days. In fact, at 17 days, I think I was at 18 grand. I think that's really what it was. I'm off, but it was still no difference. But it was momentum that got me there. See, momentum allowed me to get time in December. Momentum. See, you got to just, you cannot sit there and worry about results. That's crap. People say, no, because you're so excited about the result. You're like, I'm going to get this. You forgot something. It's called the work to have that result. It's called the process. This process works. You're just not doing it right. You have to own it. So, all right. So I do my lives. I respond, and then I go to my emails. I will share some with you. I do about 2 to 3 hours, and here's the third hour, and here's why I say 3 hours. The work process that I do is, honestly, it's 30, 40 minutes. That really is my thing. My lives are what take me to the 3 hour mark. It's not the work activity. It's just, I want to make sure I'm there for my people. I want to make sure I'm showing up. They're sitting there. I'm telling you, if you miss a day, ooh, I'm telling you, there are people that bought for me the other day, on a call last night that I was helping some people out. And they go, I haven't seen you in a while. And I'm like, damn, I was off. It was December. It's the holidays. But isn't it cool to sit there and go like, I got this. It was amazing. It was amazing. He noticed. So then I hear those things every once in a while. You better start showing up. Okay, so I do my lives. And if you have questions about how I do my business and really what I'm going to tie it up here right now with you. Okay, so I want to tie it up because here's the thing. Don't do what I've done because I never asked questions for the first. I had no results because I didn't ask any questions. I own that. It was my fault. But here's how I'm going to start this off, because here's the other thing. If you want to ask me about processes and things that I do in the business, I promise you I keep it so simple and stupid, it's not even funny. If you look at my content, I don't think there's anything special about my content. There really isn't. I don't use CATCA. I don't use all that other crap. I have no time, nor do I have patience. And Michelle told me I didn't need to. So I just did the process. Well, you're going to ask me all these questions. There's really nothing special that I do that's any different than anything. I'm just me. Be clear on that. I am just me. If you ask Cindy Berry and anyone that signs up that gets to know me more than a week, I tell them one thing. You just got to plug in and be you. Plug in and be you. You are unique. You are special. You are blessed. You are one of the most amazing things in this planet that we have. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask this question because I think it's relevant to what we are today. First of all, by showing comments in the comments, and I'm with my comments up here, I want to ask you guys something. Who's interested in taking your business to another level? Put one in the comments for me. And I'm going to wait. I want you guys, listen, if you want to get your business, who's interested in taking your business to another level, put one in the comments. Right? So I'm going to see a lot of ones, right? My second question to you is, ooh, go. Okay, so I love this because I even get chills because I'm asking myself the same thing. Bear with me. I got notes because I really want to get this off right. Who is obsessed about taking your business to another level? Put one in the comments. Did I say it right? I think I said it right. Okay. Who's obsessed about taking the business to the next level? One in the comments. I love it. Guess what? One of my goals is to get 2,500 people signed up at $600, which is $1.5 million. I am not interested. Hear me. I'm not interested in getting them in. I am obsessed. You cannot be both. Interested people watch obsessed people. It's hilarious. But when you start listening and watching, that shit is real. Why are we watching Michelle? Because it's her community. We're 7,000 people obsessed because we're interested, but she's obsessed. See, I believe winners win because they're obsessed. They're not winning because they're interested. Interested people, you can't be both. I'm interested one day. I'm going to dabble, because some of you are interested. You're not all in. All in, you're obsessed. See, I'm obsessed with getting that 2,500 people. And actually, it's not even 2,500 anymore. It's actually 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not good at math either. Boom, boom. I'm actually at, let's see, I got 11 people that signed up for the business this month already. So yeah, so it's not even 2,500. So, but you have to be obsessed, because there's something about when you do things that you're obsessed. I'm telling you, it's powerful. So you have to, you can't be just interested. Interested people just go, oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Oh my God. Wow. Isn't that cool? Wow. Awesome. Obsessed people go, holy crap. They grab a hold of it and they move. They take action. So here's how it all starts. You're going to love this. It starts with a decision. See, I made a decision on that day. I didn't know everything about everything, but I made a decision. And there's something about psychologically about making a decision. When you make a decision, it's psychological. The mindset goes, okay, I made a decision. Now let's go. Doing hard things always is worth it in the end. Doing hard things is worth it at the end. I guarantee you, Michelle never saw this coming when she first signed up the business. She'll tell you, she says it all the time, but I guarantee you, you sit here and tell her now, like, oh my God, was it worth it? So Michelle, was it worth it? It is, right? There are some of you that are not having success. That's because you are where you are because of the choices that you're making. There are some of you that are having success. Why? Because we're just making different choices. Okay? We make decisions. You cannot wing this business. I bugs the living crap out of me when I see questions in the community, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, but you must, because this is the interest. I'm interested. If you ask a question, which you should, and there is no dumb question, be real clear on that. There is no dumb question, but I want you to understand, winning people don't have a lot of time because they're too busy trying to win, and they're problem solvers. Be clear on that. When I made my decision, I didn't have any other choice. Some of you have no choice and you're making stupid ass decisions. I say this, if you don't know me, I say this out of love and kindness. My heart is, I want you, I do these lives, or I do these, I want to do them because there are people that need to hear different voices, and you relate to different voices. So Michelle, I applaud her, Michelle, for doing this, getting other people to speak, because her voice sometimes will be like chalk on a board, you know, it's screeching. My voice may be chalk on a board for certain people too. I'm not for everybody. That's why Baskin Robbins, what she say, there's 31 freaking flavors. Well, hopefully one of those flavors you'll fall in love with, okay? Maybe you'll hear the word one day. But my point is, you cannot wing this business. You cannot wing this. And here's the problem. Some of you are winging this. You think, I don't have time. You have time. You have time. Look, I even said it when I was in, if I had, I don't know if I would have changed my corporate role because of the responsibilities. It's just a thought process. It goes back to thinking. Oh, let's talk about winning. You have to be totally committed. It goes back to being obsessed. So some people say obsessed is this, oh, I don't know, Tim, that obsessed is like, you think it's such as, no, it's just commitment. You're committed to your family. I'm going to read a couple things because I want to read them because it all ties in together. You must take, okay, oh, this is good. You're going to love this one because this is very true. You must take full responsibility of where you are at. You must take full responsibility of where you're at right now. You own it. You don't run away from it. You don't go in the closet. If you're not having success in this community, your ass better get back into the community. Listen to what I told you earlier. It ties back into what I said earlier. I wasn't having success because I never asked a freaking question. Could you imagine if I asked it in the first 30 days where I could be right now? Yeah, Michelle's sitting there going, oh my God, dude, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you ask? We say that because it's like, that's my decision. I'm responsible for those 3 months. Michelle is not responsible. The business is not responsible. The moon, the cloud, the skies is not responsible. I own the good, but here's what's really get better. Get ready for this one. Get ready for this. If you're not growing, you're not making money, it is your fault. If you are growing, you are reading, you are having success, and you're making money and you're helping other people, it's your responsibility and it is your fault. Isn't that funny? It's both. It's not one or the other, it's both. You own both. If you have no energy on your lives, that's your fault. I know it. I hear it. I get it. Oh, Tim, I'm not Tim. I go to your lives because you have energy. Well, I don't know. I just got a big mouth. I mean, I don't know else. I mean, if Michelle and I were actually at a football game, I think we'd both be like dead. I think they both have to carry our other halves would have to carry us out of the stadium because we would be like the people would make sure they run from where Michelle and I would be at in the stadium. I guarantee it because we bring it. That's us. It's a choice. You guys got to make better choices. You have to make better choices. It's not for you. The choice you come when you don't have energy, go get a coffee, go get a cafe. I don't care what you do, whatever you do, because yeah, Renee, obsessed. Look, there's a common denominator in all those winners. And they're sitting there going, thinking, oh, here's the other thing. I'm going to get off track 1 second. But they're winners. Oh, I know. Because you sit there and you think you're like, I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to you. But the thing is, they're winners because they're obsessed, right? And they think they're not good enough. How can they not think they're good enough? They're killing it. There's no different than what we do. That's what I'm telling you. It's a choice. Jeez, but we are the same people. We think differently. I cannot tell you it is mental. It is 85% mental. If I could get an employee to show up, that's a win for me in the day. Because if they show up, that's the best thing. They'll do whatever. I don't care what I'm getting yet, but they're going to show up. You must show up. We showed up and we went through the wall. I'm telling you, when I made a decision, there was nothing. You get smacked in the head one time. Okay, what happens? You go offline, right? But here's what winners do. They come right back. They get smacked again. What do? They get back on track. They get smacked the other way. They get held down. What do? They get back on the path. Some of you need to know where you're going, and some of you don't even know where you're going. So how can you take people anywhere? You cannot go somewhere where you don't know where you are going yourself. So make the decision. It's psychological. It's mental. Stop screwing around with this. You are screwing around it and you're screwing it up. But understand something. Fall forward, don't fall back. When you fall forward, it's mistakes, right? We make mistakes. Fall forward and stop beating yourself up. Oh my God, you are the greatest thing in God's creation. Stop beating yourself up. It's okay to fail. If you don't think Michelle has failed, if you think that boom, boom, everything came on a silver freaking platter for us, you're out of your freaking mind. See, you don't see when we cried in the cabinets. We cried in the closets. We did the same things you did. We did, Michelle, right? We've all been there. When people say we've been there, oh no, it's great. It's easier. She can talk about the business. Oh, it's easier because Tim's making this. Are you out of your mind? We are no different. We come at, here we are. We're working on a path. We are so focused and we are obsessed with the light. Into the light, into the business, the daily pay. Then we get smacked the crap out of us. We still get up and we move forward because that's the only choice you have. Some of you have choices and you're screwing it up because of something else. I feel like this. I feel like that. Crap. It's a load of crap. It's all in your head. There's a reason why they say it's mindset. I have a little energy. You owe your customers, your potential customers, the best version of you. And if you're not putting in the best version of you, you own that and you can change that. The greatest thing about all this is you can make it your decision away. Hear me, you are a decision away. Some of you, oh my God, Shirley, I want to hug you. I want to applaud you because if you don't know, some of you guys weren't on these, they don't come to Zooms, don't come to the webinars, they come when you want to, and we can't. But let me tell you something. I love it because I always see her. And she said, when she had an issue, Renee in the community, that's what's great about this community. See, and not everything's going to come from Michelle. I'm looking for other things. Michelle's definitely the light. but it's not all from Michelle. You got to look at, there's Renee there. I mean, there's so many people in here that bring so much value. You do not understand. You guys that just came in here for maybe signed up this weekend or this past month, and you don't even know who I am. I'm telling you, you have no idea the dollar value that companies pay. Michelle should be getting $1 million a year from this community, and it's worth 100 million. You do not understand. You are where you at, and you are where you at because of the decisions you make. Okay. All right, I'm going to wrap this up because there's more, but I'm going to wrap it up because it is to me, I told you, I don't want you doing what I have done where I didn't ask any questions. There's no dumb question. There's always questions. You have to make it happen. I'm a realist. I have to make it happen. I don't have plan B. There's no plan B here for me. I have grown from when I became into this business, and I've learned more ways to make money outside of this business because people have actually even offered me some things, and I'm like, I have no idea. I have no clue what you're talking about. Like, no, do what you did on TikTok, man. I think we could use you. Like, you motivated the crap out of me. I said, well, damn, I didn't do my job. If I motivated you, I'm not doing my job. Hear me. You don't have to motivate me. I am fully motivated on my own ass. See, motivation, I could have, he goes, no, it's a good thing, Tim. It's a good thing. No, it ain't, dude. If you didn't learn from me, and I'm here to motivate, motivation is gone in seconds. I know my purpose. I know why I'm here. I know what I'm doing. You have to, your purpose is to move your ass, take some actions and make some decisions and just move. See, all the information that you know is here, but this here drives it. Working hard is not enough. You must focus for a certain amount of points, for a certain amount of minutes. So if you can only focus for 30 minutes, focus for 30 minutes. And that 30 minutes got to be the best 30 minutes of your freaking 23.5 hours that day. It's got to be clear. You got to be obsessed. And I'll tie it all around. Here we go. I'm going to tie this all together. Don't compare yourself to other people. I'm just going to read the rest because they're still important and you need to hear them, but you need to hear from different people. Somebody said they needed to hear a man speak. I'll differ. I don't care who speaks as long as it's giving me value. I don't care what they look like. I don't care what color. I think it's awesome. People say they want to see people like them. I really don't care what you look like because I don't put it into color, race. I don't care who you are in the aspect of if you're bringing value and you're coming from your heart and you're here for the people, betterment of everybody else, that is amazing. Fear, you have to have courage. People say, I'm afraid to go live. Why? Is somebody going to hit you on the live? You drop your phone and you're going to get hurt? What is it that you're fearing? You're fearing people you don't even know? Are you out of your bloody mind? I said somebody on live, I think it was Jojo. Jojo, if you're here, I love you. You're the best. I appreciate you. Jojo goes like this. I told Jojo, hit my phone. If you hit me in the face on my phone, I said, go, hit me. And I said, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it. So I don't know what you're afraid of. I don't really care what people think about me because you know what? When people are worried about what they're thinking about, they're thinking about them. They're not thinking about who they're trying to impact. You got to understand that. Stop thinking about you. That's a you problem. That's not a business problem. That's a you. Get out of your damn head. Get out of your thoughts of your own. We are limited by our thoughts. Start thinking bigger. See, I said $497,444 was my goal. Do you understand? I knew the number. You understand? I know how many people. I know it's 2,500. Well, I'm not at 2,500, thank God, because I've impacted at least 4 to 5 people or 11 sales in this month already. So I'm impacting people's life. You have to show up. What I need you to do is take 5-10 minutes before you go in a closet, go in there and dream. Just stop all the noise. It doesn't mean anything. Just dream. Some of you can't dream. It's a choice. Go in the closet, go in a dark room, close your eyes, and just be at peace. If you can find 5-10 minutes of peace, if you can control your mind, it's not about controlling your mind, it's breathing. If you can just calm that thing down and stop all the noise, because I swear to you, where Michelle's at, where Renee's at, where Cecilia's at, where Boom Boom's at, where Amy's at, there's a calming in our lives that is so amazing that I want you to see it. I want you to see the light for that moment. I want you to feel it. It's not here. You think you know it all. That's great. You know how to do this. You know how to do that. That's great. That's awesome. But you got to feel it. You got to dream again. Because I guarantee you, if you can sit there and just stop the noise, and that's what meditation is. That's what we talk about mindset. That's what mindset is. It's and appreciate the moments like this. Appreciate that I made all those choices and I am impacting so many people's lives. But foremost, we're impacting our families' lives. I believe that we're in seasons. I believe, you know, it's all a bunch of choices and it comes to outcome. You got to weather the storm. Put me in the storm. I guarantee Michelle's in a storm right now, but she's like, this is the best damn storm I've ever had. I just got to get my warm toasty jacket on and I got to move my ass, but I'm going to go through that storm. See, you are in storms right now. You're in storms and you're just like, I can't see through the storm. And some of you are in tornadoes and hurricanes, lightning's coming down. It's just all over the place. But you know what the thing is you just got to move forward. If you keep moving forward, fall forward if you have to, crawl forward if you have to. You do whatever it takes, but go through the storm. Last part, make the decision. Do not be interested. Be obsessed. Have courage to make the mistakes and fall forward. And the cool thing about it is you are fully responsible. It is all in your hands, the good, the bad, the ugly. And this is it. You cannot give what you do not have. So read, listen, and take action. I hope that helps.
Wow. You are amazing, man. Very, very well said. Thank you so much. So do you mind answering some questions?
Absolutely.
All right. So you guys, if you have a question, raise your hand and I'm going to put it on gallery so I can see who all has a question for Tim. Woo,
For God's sakes, ask questions though. Don't do what I did.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, Donna, I'm going to ask you to unmute and then you can ask Tim your question.
Hi, Tim. Can you
Hey,
guys hear
Dawn,
me?
how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Hey, I had a couple of questions. First off, your story and inspiration is very, very so motivational and so much to learn from you guys, all you guys that are having much success. My couple of questions is one, so I drive over the road and I have this weekend, I put together some videos. I said, I'm doing it. I've been struggling to even know how to do the videos, but how important, if someone could answer for me, how important is, so if I do the video, like if you go to post it, like the description and the music and fonts and all of that, is that stuff completely important to?
So you just signed up and you started the business, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly new, but I mean, I drive over the road, so I've been trying to just learn and understand all of this. Yes.
Don't try to understand and don't try to. You just talk on a video and take a subject. So if I were you, when you say are you a truck driver?
Yes.
Awesome. You guys have some of the best stories. Tell your story. Like, hey, I found this. I would simply say it this way. You're overthinking it. Like look at my content. It is as simple as it gets. Look, guys, I had a career for 25 years. In your case, I've been trucking for so-and-so years and I am ready to retire. Why did you do the business? Listen, I found a digital marketing program that has been insane for me. I don't know if you're looking about getting your time back. I don't know if you're looking to try to get off the road like I am, been driving for years. And put a CTA, which is just put a video or a picture of you for like 7 seconds.
Right.
But pick a subject and then talk about your story. Don't overthink it. And then the second video, you could just do a picture post. I do picture posts all the time. And I just put words on there. So okay. I would say, like, if you don't know what to say, there's a couple people that you follow the people that are winning and then look at their content and go, okay, I can do a picture, put words on it, 2-hour workday, no MLM, whatever those words are, put them on there, but just do it.
And what about, like, the description part? Are those completely a very
have you watched any of the TikTok videos? have you watched any of the TikTok from Victoria?
Yes.
You have? Because she says
Yeah.
right in there, she tells you right in there what you need to do. There's three things in there. There's 3 videos,
Right.
maybe 4. On the second video, she tells you exactly, because that's how I learned how to put
Okay,
like
well,
pictures in it.
I'll rewatch that.
But yeah, it's simple. Keep it simple. But I'm telling you right now,
Okay.
if I were you, I'd take a picture of my phone right now of my face in the corner and you're there. Take that picture,
Yeah.
post it. Here's 7 seconds. This is one of our people in our community that's having success. And he was able to teach me what I needed to do. If you're
Yeah.
willing to learn and be coachable, work 2 hours a day, it's not an MLM, and get off the road like I want to get off the road, or whatever your purpose is, that's what I put ready in the comments. I'd love to get you started.
Okay, perfect.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I know what I know what you're getting at, because it's like when I first started, I'm like, what the hell do I do? Then I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to do what Michelle does. Keep it simple.
Well, I've gotten, I've been trying to do these videos and edit and stuff. And I'm like, I spent the day yesterday and I actually made like 24 videos.
Oh,
So
freaking awesome.
I have them all in my phone and changed my shirt, like Michelle says. But
Yep.
I'm just, I didn't have all the descriptions and music. And I'm like, I just didn't know how completely important all that stuff is. But I'm just kind of like, I just feel like I just need to be me.
Oh, yes. And by the way, I'm telling you, look at my videos. I didn't put music in it. I just said some words. Trust me when I tell you, simple. I don't do cat cut. I'll do music because I like, oh crap, I can do music. Wow, cool. I've been doing it for 9 months. I just realized I could put music in the video about 2 months ago. Do you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yep.
And I'm still having success. It's not the music necessary. It's not who follows. It's not the followers. It's not the views. I had a video where I had 71 views and I made like $2,400. So it's not all that. It's the message.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
All right, Megan, Walters, you're next. You should be able to unmute.
Hello there.
Hey, how are you, darling?
I am good. And yeah, I'm one of those people that doesn't ask questions.
I'm right there with you.
I'm putting myself out here today. So I obviously don't have my message down to my perfect customer.
Why you say that?
And I've been doing this. I started August 8th.
Okay.
It's been like 6 months. I've had one customer.
Okay.
And
it's not just one customer. You changed one person's life. Don't say just.
Okay.
Here's the thing. You got one. That's amazing. Applaud it.
Yeah.
Be accepted. Now, hey, move on. Okay, go ahead. Words matter. Words matter.
Okay. I know my mindset is not right on that.
Just breathe. You're fine.
Yeah. And I'm always in my head overthinking. I try to tell myself not to. I guess I feel like my message when I'm doing my videos, it's like different all the time. I'm kind of all over the place with it. And I don't know if I should just be talking about a couple of reasons why I'm doing this, or like go back and like rehash everything. Like, I went to college. No. I got my degree. I never used that. I've had 2 brick and mortar businesses. And then I've been in the MLM industry for the last 10 years.
There's like 10 pieces of content in that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It may be even 20. Holy crap. Mm-hmm. Listen, I had a brick and mortar business. Maybe it didn't work out. It was so much money tied into that business. I lost my ass, or I made money, but I had to close it down because of whatever.
Right.
Then I came across digital marketing. I cannot believe that I came across this thing. It's been the best thing since sliced bread. You have stories. Just how do you talk to your closest friends?
Yeah.
How do you talk to you? Like, if you beat yourself up, stop beating yourself up. You got to.
I do that. Yeah, I totally do that.
First of all, you're worried. You're too much. You're worried. People are too worried about the results. Get out of the head. Stop worrying about the results. The results will come. Look, keep it simple. You have 24 pieces of content in that. I would tie every video that I did around what you just said right here. I'd stop this. I'd click on it, listen to what you just said, and I
Okay.
would just run with the video. You know what I mean? You're,
Okay.
and here's the thing: you're telling me your reasons why you're not doing it. It's a choice. Get out of your head. It's a choice. You
Yeah.
and I know it's not helping you. So that's why I said
No,
the other
it's
thing.
not.
Let me share something with you. What are you doing to show up differently? Like, I guarantee you, like, if you never meditated, if you never, and it's just being quiet. Really, it is. It's just turning the lights out, closing your eyes, and just be quiet and listen. Not listen to your thoughts. Like, put a music on that you have. It's just calm it and breathe and
Yeah.
understand you are freaking insane. It's in your head. You know this. Then what do you have to do? You have to do something different. You have to read a book. You got to listen to an Audible. You got to listen to something in your head. Let me tell you something. I do 2-3 hours of meditation a day. You think that I sit here, wake up, and I do 2 hours in the morning? I meditate as I go through my day, maybe 5-10 minutes a day, because what you're putting in your head is not what's in your head is screwing you over. You got to start putting new things in your head. So it may take every second of your day for months. See, you guys have a pattern. You have a behavior. Everybody has a pattern. This pattern, this behavior that you're having, you got to break it. You've been doing it for 50 years of your life, or 40 or 30 or 20. You cannot expect it to change. You cannot expect it to change in 30 seconds. It does not work that way. Their brain doesn't work that way. So you got to you have to double down and you have to change it. How do you change it?
Yeah.
You listen to Anthony Robbins, you listen to whoever it is that speaks. You got to have your faith, whatever that may be. It is, you have to change what you've done. That is, it's because we are where we are because of the environment that we have been around. That's why environment is so incredible. You are the anchor to the environment that you're in, and you have to change it. How do you change it? You read books, you listen to audio, you meditate, you get someone. You have to put what's in there. What's in there is not working, and what's in there is blocking you from being the best, most successful person, and it's hurting your results. If you do not put in something, you cannot grow just being you, because you know yourself. You already know you're in your head. You got to get in your heart. But what does that mean?
Yeah.
People tell me, get in my heart, get my heart. No, you got to read books. You got to listen to people. No, I'm not big on motivational. I want facts. I'm a guy, give me facts. Don't preach to me. Tell me what I need to do. You got to read books. You got to, what got you where you are today is not going to get you tomorrow. That's why I've invested in JC Maxwell. You cannot keep doing what you're doing. You're going to get the same results. So you got to change the head. How do you change the head? You listen to videos, you read books. You got to change it. And you got to hang out in the community. You got to make sure you listen to every mentoring call. You got to listen, because you have to double down. And you say you don't have time, then this business is not important to you. I know that sounds cold, but that's the reality. If it's important to you, you'll make time. And when we say make time, it only has to be 5-10 minutes. Stop thinking it has to be the hour worth of time. People are having success in the least amount of time. You have to change the mindset, or you're just going to be in the same boat. Does that make sense? So read, get a book.
It does.
Get into meditation, I will say these are the things that I'm doing. And I know, trust me, it was hard to break free of 25 years of corporate. Trust me when I tell you, I have read like there's no tomorrow. Okay. You got this. I mean, you really do. You got
Thank
this.
you.
All right, Shirley, you're next.
Hello, Tim. How are you?
I'm okay, Shirley. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. I
You
am
should.
loving training. This training is absolutely amazing. So my question has to do with like the technicalities maybe about your schedule, because that's what I'm still trying to master over here on my end. So I kind of like to talk about your lives as that's possible.
Sure.
Like, when did you start going live, out of curiosity?
I didn't go live till August.
August?
Yeah, I made money before I went on live.
Okay.
Because honestly, that July was the end of August is when I went live. Yeah, it was August I went live. But I had made that $4,000. I made that $4,050 before I went live.
That's fabulous. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So about your lives, because what I'm struggling with is like schedule. I'm struggling to be consistent because I'm trying to get like I'm energetically sensitive and I need to do my lives when I'm at my best, right? So I'm struggling with my schedule. And so I'm curious, do you go live consistently at the same time every day? How many days?
Absolutely. Listen to Michelle and those guys. I don't do anything different than they do. I just put my personality in. And when you say you're trying to your schedule, you got to go live every day. You got to. I'm not. Or rephrase that. You got to go live at the same time, right? Because when I tell you, when I wasn't there, December, the person that bought for me last night, he goes, I didn't see you for a while. I'm like, holy crap, man. I took time off. I mean, this business is about time, right? So even him bringing it up was like, damn, you got to be consistent and you got to be at the same time, 10, 15 minutes late, but you got to be there. And then let me say, when you say schedule, what is your schedule? What hinders you from going around the same time?
My window for my best productivity is somewhere between like 10 and 12. And so I try to do
What do you
my
mean best productivity? What do you mean what is that?
energy level, like when I have my most energy and my most, like when I'm most productive. I don't really know how.
That's an excuse. That's an excuse. I go anytime. I'll go anytime. I'll go live after this. That's not my normal time. And I'm going to bring my energy. That's an excuse. I say that love and kindly. That's crap. Step up, do what you need to do. Take care of the people that you're taking care of. They need you. They need you. They need Shirley. They need you. You don't get it. They need you. And you know what? The point that you're there showing up at the times that you don't feel great are absolutely more powerful than you think when you come with all your energy, kiddo. You got to be true to yourself. Show up, because we don't show up every day bringing all the energy. We do not want to. Show up. Show up broken, but show up that you're showing up because you're going somewhere. I still show up. It's a must. It's not about you. It's about them. Be real. That's why I tell anybody that does this business, for God's sakes, just be you. It's just you. So stop it. You're exactly where you need to be, exactly what you're supposed to be. Move your ass. Let's go. And I say that lovingly. I know I can say that too, because I say it lovingly.
Of
Okay?
course.
So get out of the way. Move on. Get on the next live Zoom call. Let's go.
Gonna do it. All right. So I'm only asking the next question because you brought it up and I'm like counting my fingers and the number of days in a month. So how many days did you go live in December?
It wasn't even 10. I think it was like 9.
You went live 9 days in December?
Yeah.
But you still had those results in in December. So that's just the power of momentum there.
It's momentum. That's why when you guys plug into the 60 days or you plug into 90 days, it's imperative that, like, you guys right now, you must understand these 90 days. Don't you dare miss a day. Don't you dare miss a day. Don't you dare miss a day. You will get exactly what you put in this business, I promise. So if you plug in 90 days and you double down on the 90 days and tell everybody else, don't mess with me for the next 90 days in my household, there's nothing else that exists. I swear to you, on that 91st, second, third day, people are gonna be like, oh my God, they weren't lying. Like, move your ass. Let's go. 90 days, nothing else matters.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right. Thank you.
You got it.
Awesome. Cindy Miller, you're next.
Hi. Can you see me?
Cindy, how you doing, darling? How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Tim?
I am absolutely splendid.
Good. Thank you so much for the training today. It's been invaluable. My question is kind of like your first question in a Zoom, finding my perfect customer. And I've done the training. I've done it twice or 3 times, and I still, what I've been talking about lately is the fact that I had 2 strokes 4 years ago, and I didn't think I was capable of learning anything new, and I am learning things new every single day. But I don't know if that is too small or too narrow of a customer. It's pretty specific.
It's really funny you say that. My perfect customer is a guy like me, right? But when I talk to my age group, I think it's my age group. I think is 40, 50, 60, and 70. right?
Right.
Telling people they don't have to work the corporate world. I would say this, I'll never like, I just know what works for me in that aspect. As for your story, I think, what's your story every day? Like, hey, I got up and went golfing today and it really sucked. What was your day like? Why are you doing this? Here's a drill that I do, and I said it in my last mentoring call. I challenge you guys to write down why you did this business. Like, get a piece of paper, write down every piece of thing that you did, good or bad. I'm doing this business because I lost my corporate job. Okay. So if the next thing is I needed to make an income. And then I didn't want to go back to corporate America. I wanted to spend time with my family. I wanted to play golf every day in the afternoons. I wanted to take the grandkids to the pool. I wanted to go to the club and hang out with the boys at the bar. I wanted whatever it is. And then on the other side of that sheet, I want you to put on there and go, how does that make me feel?
Mhm.
So all the reasons why I did this business, and then how on the other side of the list, how is it going to make me feel? Because really, at the end of the day, we're trying to get how that feeling is. I want to get to that place of how I can feel good, because people don't like, my joy is incredible. My golf club, I do this in my kitchen, and I have my bag of golf clubs right here. Like, I'm in my happy hats, like, and my family's in the other room. I mean, why do you do the business? Talk about why you do the business, and talk about every day, your life every day. God, I can remember when I had this stroke. I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd be able to do this. Now it just shows me that other people can do whatever they put their mind to. Look, I know I can't be the only one out here. Like, I know I can't be. We're all struggling. This economy sucks. Like,
Right.
people know when you're BSing. So just tell the story. Your story, you have stories. I would talk about that story. So if you tell me that I'm just giving people hope that anybody can do this business. I had 2 strokes. I am so-and-so age. And if you think it's over, it's not. There's hope. And the community that I'm in there with, oh my God, they're amazing people. And now I have community, because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of people that are lonely and they need to be around other people. This community is everything for them. Now you can tell them, hey, I'm joining a community of people that are like-minded people that are trying to help me succeed. And I've had 2 strokes. This is incredible. I can't believe that they're cheering me on to have me to be successful. You have
Okay, and
stories.
is that something that is okay to talk about multiple times, or?
Why not? I say the same thing every day. I say it every day. I say the same thing every day.
Okay,
there's
perfect.
nothing. Yeah, I tell them. It's funny because not everybody's the same people that's watching my content every day. So it'll be the first
True.
time some people say, we think because we make a video and we talk about it 24/7 that there's people that have never seen me before, and I've done it for 9 months. And there's somebody goes, oh, I just saw your content for the first time ever. I'm like, where have you been? Are you under a rock or a hard place? I mean, like, where have you been? What do you mean? I've been doing this for 9 months, saying the same crap over and over. What do you mean? So no, it'll reach the people who it needs to reach to.
Okay, thank you so much.
Of course.
Awesome. Virginia, you're next.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity, Tim. You are powerful. The same as Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for all you do for us.
Awesome.
Thank you. I'm a struggle to find my perfect customer. I already watched the video like the last person did, but
Right.
I'm not going to quit. I'm going to find it because I want a success for me and my family in this new year at the 2024.
Okay.
So, but all he was saying on this one, I write it down because I'm gonna read it till I find it and till I get into this more powerful. So I just want to say thank you. And my question to Tim is this: what question did you make when you realized, or when you was quiet just listening? What question it changed your life when you
July
was
20.
when you say you was not making those questions? Yeah, but what it was the question you did?
Michelle, if you go back to, honestly, God, if you go back to the July 27th, the Zoom call, July 27th, it was really about my perfect customer. See, you gotta understand my background. I didn't do this business for like I didn't do it for money. Like, it was, I just didn't want to go back to have somebody Like I didn't have any pain points. See, that's where I struggled because my thought process was like, why is anybody going to listen to a guy like me that came from corporate America, lives in Orange County, California, on a golf course, and like, what are they going to listen to me for? Like, that's kind of how I thought about it. So I could not relate at that point in time to people that are struggling and having, you know, that were struggling, couldn't put food on the table, or there was no pain points there. That was the biggest thing. But then I'm sitting there going, like, Michelle kind of made me realize, it's like, dude, it's you. and the thing is, it's you that they're buying. So it's you. So again, I didn't really have pain points. She goes, why did I do this? Because I didn't want to go back to corporate America. What about corporate America? You know, why? You got to ask the question. Here's another thing too, is the reason I say is make that list. And I'll tell you, everybody that's on here, if you do not have this list, just telling you right now, you need to do a list. Why are you doing this? And it should, and I'm telling you right now, it better not be one row. It better be 2 pages. And then on the other side, remember I said, make a list why you're doing it, make a list of all the reasons why you're doing it. And you should have 2 to 3 pages of reasons why you're doing this business, because the emotions that are tied to it, then you go, how would it make me feel? I'm telling you, it's there. Because you might want to ask me, how did I find that information? How did I find that information, Tim? I read a book. I read. I listen to audiobooks. I watch videos that are helping me mentally move forward. See, if you're not you have all the information here that you need. You just need to implement it. But if you're not trying to get better every day, whatever that looks like for you, again, make a list on paper, all the reasons why you're doing the business, and how does it make you feel? I'm telling you that okay. You asked me for me, this is what I've done, and my list is like 3-4 pages, yeah. And I talk about the reasons, because every piece of why I do the business is a content creating piece of video. So if I have I have 3 pages, 25, 30 lines, and I have the emotion. This is because you're going to say, hey, the reason I'm doing this business is I lost my job in corporate America and I didn't want to do it in corporate America. Here's why. It sucked. I hated it. I hated getting in my car, going to the airport, getting on the plane, flying to this place. I was never there. Now that I have this online business, now I'm having success, you can do the same thing. If you want more information, put right in the comments so you can come home.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And my last question, I already doing lives, but I being noticed is not, well, I don't have much experience doing lives, but how you can do to attract more into TikTok lives? What do you do is any tricks there, any tips? I already doing lives, but there's not much engagements in there.
Here's what I did. This is something I talked about yesterday. I will tell you, I don't stay on for 7 people. If I'm not at 20 people, I don't stay on, because I think, could be dead wrong, and correct me if I am, Michelle, that I don't stay on for 7 people. In the beginning, you might want to stay on, but what you're doing is you're also telling the algorithms, this is just me thinking, that you're telling the algorithms that I'm good with 7 people being on my lives. Now, in the very beginning, it's great that you have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. I think it's great, right? I don't. Mm-hmm. I know that I prepare profusely to go live. Some of you guys are going lives when you shouldn't even be going lives, when you don't even know who your customer is and you haven't had success. You may sit there and say you want to go live, but I'm going to tell you, if you're not prepared to go live, and what do I mean by being prepared? What's your story? Like, why did you, again, back to that paper. I'm telling you, if you don't know who your customer is, who are you talking to? You have 7 people on there. You don't even know if those 7 people are even interested in the damn business. They could just be in a car in a parking lot waiting for the light to go red, or green. And I'll tell you, who you're talking to is you. When I always said this, I said this from the beginning, I'm talking to me. What makes me want to stay here on this live? What makes me want to purchase this business? What's so important about this business? Like when Michelle spoke, it was, I can make $100,000. Cool. If I can make $100,000, honestly, if I could make $60,000 out of this business, I'm in. That's kind of how I thought. I know she said the same thing, but to me, it was like, dude, if I can make $60,000, I'm cool. I can still golf. I can still feed the family. I'm home. I'm good. So what made you buy the business? So talk to that person. Don't overthink this. Talk to that person who bought this business. Cool.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michelle.
Emily, you're
Yeah.
next.
Hey.
Marty.
I can't
Um,
see you, Emily.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Um,
Oh, I love your content.
Thanks. I'm actually asking a question about that.
No, don't do anything. You have that baby with the whitest hair I've ever seen on a baby. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you're golden. I'm telling you, I would have bought. I would have bought from
See,
you.
I'm getting a lot more leads, so I know I'm doing something right, but I was wondering if I should tweak my post a little bit because I'm getting a ton of views, but I want to up it. I want to do better.
You're thinking about the wrong thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about all
Okay.
that crap. I had a video, and I know other people. I guarantee you, Renee, Boom Boom, all the Michelle, Cece. I had 70 views where I had made $2,400. Are you kidding me? I don't care about views. I will
Okay.
preach it to Michelle. Everybody, don't care. You're on point. I would buy from you if I'm sitting here, a 56-year-old old guy. I'm like, cutie baby. Oh my god, that baby's. I want to squeeze that cheeks. That baby's awesome. How do you not? Are you kidding me? No, just keep dialing in who your perfect customer is, and just move your, you know what? Keep doing it over and over, and because you're gonna. I'm telling you right now, there are some people that don't know how good they are. I'm telling you, you are insane. Like I'm telling you,
Okay.
hear me. I'm telling you, I got my eye on you.
All righty. Well, I'm showing up every day. I'm giving it my all. And I tell my husband, I'm like, our life is going to be changed by the end of this year. And so
Yep.
I am showing up every single day. I'm actually working on Pinterest boards right now as I'm watching the Zoom so I can get it posted. But yeah, I was just wondering if I needed to tweak anything. But I
Hell
guess
no,
not.
you keep doing what you're doing. You're on fire.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good
All right, girl.
day.
See, did you hear what she said? I mean, did you hear what she said? I love this because I told my husband. She's already knows where she's going. She goes, honey, baby, I'm telling you, she loves her husband. She goes, baby, I'm just telling you, this is where we're going. I get excited because I know she knows where she's going. If you know where you're going, she sells her husband every day, baby. I'm telling you, don't you worry about this. I got you. I got you. Man, there's nothing more like, dude, that's what I said. I'm waiting. I can't wait to see your success. I cannot wait.
Yes. Hey, is that how you say that, Lizelle? Am I saying it right?
Giselle.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, what's
Thank you.
going on? How are you?
Hey, Tim, you know what? You inspire me so much. I use you regularly on my lives as an example of having to wait so long to get your pay. I think I would have given up if it was me.
Oh, no way.
So yeah, so what an awesome motivation. I just wanted to ask quickly, I wanted to confirm, I think what my thing is, and I heard now you saying you're telling your story every day the same. So, and it is like that because on your lives, even if there are people joining your lives regularly, are you also telling your same story, just putting a different spin on it?
I tell it every day the same way. The other thing too, like you said, though, here's why I will change up. I look at Michelle's content when she does her lives. If you look at her, she has a board now, right? And she's walking you through, she's teaching you, she's bringing you some more value to the board because it's the same people, it's the same story, but it's her focus maybe on the board now. There's different things. So I love what that question is because I tell the same story, but now I try to put a different spin on it, I guess, if you want to say it that way. It's not that it is the same thing. I say it over and over. Like, I lost my job. People don't give a rat's ass that I lost my job. And I know that there's people out there that are in the same boat. You lost your job and now you're like, I got to go find another job. Who the hell is going to hire another 56-year-old guy out there? Like, who? Don't take it. And I tell them, I like, don't take offense. I don't want to be a greeter at a grocery store. I don't want to be a greeter at the store. There's nothing wrong with that. But I know I have value. Like, I'm a valuable individual. So again, I'm showing up saying the same thing. I'm just saying maybe in a little different context. And I feed off of what the people in there, because I'll ask questions. See, here's the other thing. One thing that I've done differently that I would say, I ask more questions now than I did in the beginning. Because when you ask the questions, you're getting a response, and now you're using that response back in the live. Like, let me ask you a question. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living?
Well, I've got a beauty salon. I'm a beauty salon owner and I do the digital marketing now.
Awesome. So you go, look, I have a beauty salon and now I'm doing a digital marketing thing. I'm trying to transition, right? So I would simply take, so what are all your pain points around the beauty salon, right? So they would tell me, look, I got chemicals in my hair, I got chemicals in my hands, whatever it is, right? I don't know. I don't go to a beauty salon. So you're out getting the interaction. Is like, if you could change one thing about that beauty salon, what would you do? Like, I would want more time. And then they're giving you the information. So I would say the one thing that I'm doing now is I'm becoming better at asking questions during my lives. And that would say that was the biggest thing that's changed. I'm asking questions and getting engagement. So then I'm taking the answers to the questions and throwing it back at them to sit there and go, because my business, again, remember, my business is here to solve issues, solve problems. What are those problems? Whatever problem you have in your business that you don't want to do, or you, even if you love it, there's things about that business you don't like. You're ready to change. Get off your feet every day. Get home with the kiddos. Get home with the see what I'm saying? And I use that and then put it right back in the video. This business is there to solve those answers. Does that make sense?
Yes, thanks. I must
So
say what I
ask
did the other day
questions.
was, what Michelle actually, she did that one training where she kept on asking why. Okay, you want more time. Why? You want more
Yeah.
money. Why? And I actually did it on my life, and that actually worked fantastic.
Right?
Just one more question that I want to ask you. I have people asking me a lot for one-on-ones. So the way I've handled it now was just saying, you know what, I'm teaching you a 2-hour workday. So if I take on one-on-ones every day, I'm going to be busy doing a one-on-one with everyone the whole
Right.
day.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's the right way to treat it, because I get it quite a lot.
So let me tell you something. I don't have enough in the tank to give a one-on-one. So I'll share something with you. When there's a lot, and trust me, and I say this, there's a lot of people that in this community have asked to reach out to me. And first of all, I want to say, I am sorry that I can't respond to everyone that reaches out to me. Because when I give my word, it's a commitment, right? I don't take this lightly. When I tell people this is my business, in a post in the community that I said, this is a business for me. This is not about going to a volleyball game, having a good time, and kicking back some beers or smoking a cigar on the golf course. This is not that for me. This is a business where I'm here to bring value to people. However, this one-on-one piece, when I look at Michelle and a mentor, I look at like, that mentor better bring an A game. I don't have that A game. I may tell you that I do a lot of things and I do a lot of things. I value the time, and I want to make sure that I have enough in the tank information wise and the knowledge to give back to you to find it worthy of having that one-on-one. And I would be doing you a disservice if I did a one-on-one with you. I really believe that. And I tell people that, but I also know that I don't have as much time as people think. And again, this is your business. This is your business. So you got to make sure when you make decisions or business decisions that are best for you and your family and your business.
Yes.
Does that help?
Yes, very much.
So
Thank
you got to
so
make
much.
sure, like I look at, somebody asked me to be a accountability partner. And I'm like, oh, can I fulfill that need? Can I fulfill that? And if I'm not there yet, it's not necessarily about time, but if I can't fulfill that, then I shouldn't be doing it. And that's why the community is here. Does that make sense?
Yes, perfect sense. Thank you so much.
And that's what I would
It
tell them.
helps
We
a
have a
lot.
community. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I tell them. I tell them also that, and I feel that, you know, like when Cecilia wrote me up and I bought from her, she asked me to go to a website. Now I know now exactly what to do. I didn't have to ask her a lot of questions because she gently helped me, okay, and kept on pointing me back to the community or to the blueprint, you know. So doing it through someone else, they need to find their own way.
Think about this. See,
Helping
you also have a different mindset. You're already a business owner, so you think differently. I think differently. I'm a problem solver. This business for me is to help people solve problems. I think it totally differently. This is, again, when I tell you this is not social hour for me. Do you understand? It took me 2 to 3 days to prepare for this conversation today. Like that's what it means to me, because I never want anybody to come out of this conversation sitting and go like, what was he talking about? Like, why is he even there? But there will be some people that will sit there and go like, why is he even talking? It's just their thought process. And I'm okay with that because there's one or two people in here, and hopefully there's more than that will sit there and go, holy crap, boy, I gotta do this. I gotta be better. And that's what it'll be because it only takes one. You think differently already. You're not crippled by, oh, I can't find it. I need help. Then open your mouth and ask the damn question. That's your fault. That's all.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, Kelly.
Awesome. Okay, so 2 quick questions.
Kelly.
Hey.
I want to say your name.
Yeah, well, thanks. So for me and for lots of us, we lean into the selling part, right? Which is not going to attract our ideal customers to us. So, and that is just a hard-grained thing that I am unlearning from my past businesses. So what is your suggestion on how to just, I don't know, I mean, be just more authentic and like draw people in?
Just breathe. You know this of all people, you know this. They're buying you. And then just have a conversation. See, I tell people I'm not here to sell you anything. I also did one thing, somebody asked me earlier, what else do I do? You know what? How about giving value? But what does value look like? Michelle says, give them value. What does that look like? Value could be you just talking about how it's changed my life. Like value is ask the questions and then feed them back the answer. Take that answer that they give you to a question. Well, that's what this business is doing for me. Let me give you an example. I don't really show the board as much as I did before because I came from a selling mentality. I'm here to answer questions. I tell people what I'm here for. I'm here to answer questions and here to explain a business to you. If you choose not to be on this business, that's fine. Don't worry. The good thing is I'm just here to give you information. And then look, you know what happens when you take that? Because there are people that I see the lives. I'm like, I'm not saying this live. You're selling. Stop selling. You're not. Stop selling. Talk about your experiences. Become a storyteller. How many times have you heard that? I'll give you something else. There's a guy that when I heard in the community that Michelle did the training, she goes, you got to become a storyteller. First thing I did was like, man, that's why I say truck drivers have great stories. Golfers, we go on the golf course. I can't say some of the stories I got on the golf course. I'm just saying we all have stories. What do I talk to you on your post? When I see you post your content, what are my comments? Do you remember some of my comments on your post? The wilderness, the outside. Remember, like, oh my God, that's gorgeous. Where are you from? Where's that at? That's a story. Tell me, when I was taking a walk the other day, my friend on the business, he wrote me because he wanted to know where this from. Look at these pictures, or you got to talk to them. Become a storyteller in whatever it is. Why are you doing this business? Well, here's my story. Tell me about your business. What do you do? Tell me about your thing. You're a problem solver. You're trying to solve problems of their life. So you have to talk about your problems in your life and what that business has done for you. That's what Michelle means by a storyteller. But if you don't know how to tell a story, there are people that don't know how to tell stories. They really suck at telling stories. So how do you do it? You go on the internet, you go to YouTube, and you look up storytellers. This is not hard. We have all the information at our fingertips, even in the community, but you go in. So there's a guy named Vin. And he's real popular on TikTok. He's popular in the grand scheme of talkers. And Vin is a storyteller. I went and I spent $19.99 on just like pieces of content that he has, and it talks about his storytelling. See, I don't know if I'm a good storyteller. I know I talk a lot, but I don't know if I'm a good storyteller. So I went and spent $19.99 on, I'm sorry, $29.99 for a program on a monthly basis. And to make sure I understand the fundamentals of the storyteller so I can become a storyteller. I'm not waiting. You can't sit there and wait. So you just got to become a storyteller, and you got to ask questions on your lives so they give you. Yes. And his story is freaking badass. I love it. So you got to do that. You got to put, again, you cannot give what you do not have. So everyone has stories. I'm 50 some odd years old. I got stories. Trust me, I got stories. If you're 20, you got stories from high school. If you're in your 30s, you got stories about your kids, your husband. You got stories. You got stories. You just got to know how to get the stories out and how it solves a problem.
Right. Connecting this the problem.
And then that's where the connectivity comes in. That's how you connect, through the stories, because you are relatable. We are more relatable to people than you could possibly imagine. Your connectivity to people is amazing, and it's through stories. It's through conversation. You got to become a good storyteller. It is very true. She's very true. Michelle is very. It's funny how Michelle does all these things, and she's really good at it. I'm just telling you. We just got to become better. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thanks. And then that was more for like myself and everybody, right? I think everybody would value. And then the other thing was, you said that you don't stay on for like 7 people. So what do you do if you only have like, if TikTok is only pushing out like a few people to you? Do you hop off and then hop back on, or what do you do?
Yes. How much do you think your time is worth?
Much more than like at least.
Are you showing up? And you say your time is worth what? See, I think my time on a live is worth about, I don't know. See, if I was to monetize it, I would say if I was on for an hour, I think my time for every 30 minutes is worth $1 million. I'm not joking. People go, oh, that's ego. No, it's worth $1 million, because the business is worth over $1 million. Michelle is worth millions of dollars, millions. So why would I think, if I'm doing everything I need to do and showing up every day, bringing value to people? See, I'm telling the algorithm that there's 7 people, I'm getting off. I'm sorry, I'm getting off. I know that's not like probably the right thing to say or do, but that's what I do. I'm not telling the algorithm 7's okay. I'm just telling you, unless I'm trying something new and different, I'm like, okay, let me try something else. But you got to find your rhythm, but you got to bring value. What does that mean? You sell your story.
So when you are getting on and like telling TikTok what it is that you want it to do in order to draw people in, like I always try and hop on when you first get on so I can like see what you do.
Well, okay, when I go live, before I even go live, I do exactly what Boom Boom said on the video. I'm posting, like Michelle said this too. If you ever see there's a common denominator, I'm listening to what Michelle's saying, I'm listening to what Boom Boom saying, I'm listening to all these other successful people. You guys, there's some people listen to other people that are not having success, and you're wondering why you're where you are. I've seen a bunch of little groups get together and make comments in the community, and they're like, I'm not listening to you. What are you listening to? Follow the process. Get out of these conversations. So here, and I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying there's people in there like, dude, listen to the people that are winning. They're here to help you. So here's what I would tell you to do. Do exactly what Victoria just told you to do. Victoria told you exactly what to do. Because Michelle's doing it, guess what I'm doing? I'm posting my content. I'm making comments to other digital marketers in the community. And or not in the community, in digital marketing. I'm doing I do 2 searches, and then I go live. And then even TikTok, it got to a point where TikTok is letting me know your videos are trending. Like I get that not every day, but I'm getting it. Like you need to, your videos are trending, but my videos sometimes are only, once they tell you, you got to go. And here's the other thing, you got to go live as soon as after you post. You post it, you do exactly what the video says, and you go. Like you got to get in there, go live. And then I go right into it. I do not sit there and wait for anything. I like, we're going to do this. This is what I'm doing today. And I tell people what you're going to get when you're in here. And then I move my ass and I get in this conversation. I get in my flow and I start asking people questions. Yeah, that's what I do. There's nothing special that I do. I do exactly what the training is. I do exactly what Michelle says it.
So, but I mean, if it only pushes out a little bit, then you just hop off and then hop back on.
Absolutely. I'll get off and then I'll go back on. Okay. And I mean, I get off for maybe 10, 15 minutes and then come back on. I might even post another video. Hey, I'm going live. I'll just say I'm going live for the next 10, 15 minutes. I'll be back in. But I cut off. But honestly, like I'm getting anywhere from 20 to 50, 60 people on my lives.
We might better. Like it's not just like 3 or 4 anymore. It's like this morning I had like 12, which was better. But I would rather have 40.
Well, look, I'm just telling you what's working, what I'm doing, right? I'm not saying you got to do what I'm doing, but I think what happens is I think you're telling TikTok what's acceptable. Right. And that's crap. But it also comes back to, I mean, if I'm getting that, and how long have you been doing it? I've
been going live consistently for a couple months.
A couple months, like 2 months?
Like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, if I'm on 7, I'll be off and out. And then I also think that it's, yeah, because you're telling them it's okay. And then who's you're following? Like how many, who's on your, are they the same people? Are they different? What is that? I would say definitely want to look, I would say that you because I don't know anything different. Like when I only have me to go off of because I have 20 to 70 people on my live sometimes. So it's like maybe you need to change up the time. Maybe you need to change something up. Try something different. Have you tried something different? I mean it seriously.
I've gone live a little bit later. I usually go 10 Eastern time or 10:30. Maybe I'll try going at like noon, and I'll play and just adjust it a little bit. And see
Yeah,
what
I would
happens.
check in your times. I would try your times different. Why not? What does it got to hurt? What does it hurt? I will share from 8 o'clock to, if I go live at 8 a.m., there's a difference when I go live to 8 and a live at 10. There's like I have my lives at 10 are big. My lives at 8 are 20 to 30, but my lives at 10, it's 50 to 70 people on that every time. Never fails. So you have to, I would say, look at where you're at, look at the time, and then look where you're going. It's huge. That's what I would say. But it doesn't mean I'm going to change my schedule because the business is wrapped around my life, right? This business is not, the business does not dictate what I do every day. But also understanding you have to be consistent at the same time. Because again, people are counting on you. That makes sense?
Okay. Awesome. You've been
Play
great.
around with it. Yeah, play around with it. And you're awesome, by the way.
So are you.
Sorry, something I want to add to that, Tim, is so important, you guys. When you go live, give it a few minutes and TikTok will push you. You should have a burst of people on.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have that burst, then get off because there's a glitch or a lot of people went live the same time and you didn't get pushed out.
Yeah.
So I just get off and then I'll wait, like Tim just said, I'll wait like 5-10 minutes, I'll get back on, and then boom, it will just push me out. And the more consistent you are, the more it will push out. Like it just will. So if you go live and you're not getting that burst of push, then there's a disconnect somewhere, and just get off and then get back and it will help. But that's what I've noticed more than anything. So, okay. Tim, it's like late. Do you want to keep on going or what?
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah.
Okay. So we have Teresa next. You should be able to unmute.
Hi.
There you go.
Oh, there. Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here, and I'm grateful Kelly that was just on showed me this business, and so I'm
Awesome.
excited. I'm excited. I'm just getting started. I'm just have posted my ads. I've been doing the free ads.
Awesome.
Just started that, and I'm just wondering. So I can put as many of those out as I want. Can I on every day?
You want to, and I'll tell you something. I literally just started doing ads literally Sunday. So I'm doing it every day because I'm trying to, what I'm trying to do is promote my YouTube channel. So you need to do it every day. And probably Michelle can probably answer better than that. I honestly kid you not, I watched the video like for 2 weeks, how to do the damn ads and everything like that. And then I created my YouTube video. And then I'm consistently doing it every day. And maybe
Okay.
Michelle can even add to that more than I can. Michelle.
No, that's
it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
being consistent every day with it.
Okay. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I'll set one up. So I don't have a video on there yet. So what would be your next, should I go, I'm listening to all the talk about going live on TikTok. Would that be my next thing to do? Or would you do the YouTube?
Let me do it this way. Let me say it this way. I will always push new people, because I don't know what you know and what you don't know. And the last thing I would want to do is equip you the wrong way. So here's what I would do. Here's what I've done. Here's what I did from the very beginning. I just plugged it into the community. And I'll tell you something. There's more in the community now than there ever was, because when I signed up, there was only like 800 people. But now we have 7,000 people, right? So now you have inside the community, you have the first 1 to 7 days and then the 8 to 14 days. I would tell you just stick with that. And then don't get so integrated with all this information because you can be overwhelmed real quick. Keep it simple. Don't. You'll get to where you need to get to, and you will accomplish what you need to accomplish because you're going to be building that information. You're building a house, right? You got to get the foundation first. Get the foundation, put pieces together. If you're doing ads, do ads the best freaking ad maker in the world. Be the best at what you do. Build another layer. Build another layer. But do it through the community, doing through the videos. Those videos are there for a reason. I'm successful because of the videos. Period.
Okay. That's great. Yeah. Yeah. Because at times I was feeling, I got to do that. I got to do that. But
of course, you're
no.
learning something new, right? And then we're just like, oh my God. And then you freeze. Like I freeze. I can't do crap. Like I'm done. Like, I'm like, what do I do next? That's what happens. So that's why I said, don't look, your time will come. You're building a foundation. Relax, chill out. You're right on. You are right where you need to be. Perfect. Okay.
Great.
Be consistent. That's all. Be consistent and disciplined and do it every day. Period.
Perfect. Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you.
All right, looks like Cindy's next. Oh no, sorry, Cassie's next.
Oh God, Cassie! Oh my gosh,
Right, and then
Cassie,
Cindy's after you.
She works out. I don't know, man. I don't know. She's working out videos.
It's
and,
just
her
Pilates.
kid, she has the coolest kids in the back on an iPad. I'm like, girl, I love that kid. Where is he?
Well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. So I did come prepared with a bunch of questions.
Hey, I said one question each. No.
But you answered them all. I mean, your training today was just so well structured, and you actually answered all of my questions with when you were talking, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. But I did want to say, I mean, I'm going to be one of them that walk away from this with a lot to take from it, and I appreciate you for that.
You got it, Kat.
And I did want to ask, so when you hop off of, say you didn't get that influx of people on your live, when you hop off, do you post another video in order to get, you know what I'm saying?
That's a great
do you just
question.
hop on or get back on?
So you can do it one of two ways. I've done it both ways. So I hopped off. I'll do a quick, like, hey, check it out. I'm going live the next 15 minutes, right? I'll post that. It's so funny. Jeffrey said it one time is, I had like 1,500 views on a post. I said, I'm going live in the next 15 minutes, where my regular post is like, I got 400. You're just like, what? How does it make sense? So I would tell you can do one of two ways. Just get off, go get a cup of coffee, go do Pilates, and then hop back on. But yeah, it's either way. I've done it with a post and then back on the next 10 minutes, or I've done it where I've got off and then I went back on like in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, darling. Absolutely. That's it? Good. I got you. All right, Michelle.
Okay, Cindy was next. She should be able to unmute.
All right.
Okay. Hi, Tim. Thank you for everything.
Absolutely. Cindy, how are you?
I'm great. This is amazing. I really appreciate
Awesome.
it. And okay, so I started beginning of November, and super slow kind of at this whole thing. the whole
I'm gonna stop you right there. Stop.
Okay,
What do you mean slow? What do you mean slow?
slow at learning the tech,
Hey,
like
nope.
the phone stuff.
Stop. Let me tell you something. Words are killers. Words are killers. I'm going to stop you because I say it out of love and kindness. You're amazing. You are here. You're showing up. You're asking questions. Can I tell you, that's where it all starts. So first of all, applaud yourself. I applaud you for doing it. And you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And you know what? It'll come. It'll come. Rome wasn't built in a day. So words matter. You're awesome and you're here. You're showing up. You're doing 99% of what other people will not do. So don't sit there and say, and don't take it for granted. What you're doing right now is so freaking amazing and awesome that you must understand what you're doing. Most people won't do. So I applaud you. So understand, just say, yes, I am awesome.
Yes, I am awesome.
There you go. Now we can have a conversation.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm not doing lives yet, but I'm
Good.
making videos to post.
Awesome.
And I guess my question is, what do you, I get tongue tied. Like I have to type everything out, try to get my mind straight on what I'm going to say. And I swear I look in the camera and I'm like a deer in the headlights.
Yep.
And I know that I can edit, and I do, and I'm learning that, which takes a very long time. But is there some kind of, I don't know, trick? Because I'm trying to do a lot of things. I'm trying to get my message, figure out my message, and then know how to tie my story to the call to action without sounding like a salesperson. I swear. My husband and I laughed so hard at one of my videos because it was so ridiculous.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Are you watching the videos every morning?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. And do you watch Michelle's videos?
I do.
Okay.
I have been going back and watching
Okay.
and trying to figure out how those tie together.
If you were to talk to your family member about this business that you love and you would think the world of and you want them to do, how would you have that conversation? How would that conversation be?
It would probably be the same, bits and pieces, and trying to
Great.
figure out what my
Great.
words are.
Great. No, it wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't. It'd be like, no, it wouldn't. There's no way. You cannot tell me and you having a conversation right now. You are perfect. You're fine. Why do you think it's bad? I'm having a conversation. You're telling me exactly what you're doing. What are you talking
Because
about?
I'm so embarrassed right now.
I'm embarrassed too. Look at my hair. It's bad day. I've had bad hair day. What are you talking about? This. You understand? I'm no different than you. You should have seen my first. Look at Michelle's first video. I thought hers was bad. I looked at mine and going, "Holy crap, that was awful." But my point is, we got up and we did it. You do it anyway. You get up and you do it over.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. It's a conversation with your best friend. You got to just keep it freaking simple and that's your head speaking to you. You may look at it. We think these videos got to be perfect. I am imperfect in every possible way. The people you are talking to are imperfect. They see this beautiful video. I'm telling you, if you ever saw my content, I keep bloopers in there. My son walked by my video one day and I was on a roll, and there's my son. And it took me forever to get that one video done. We've all been there. We've all know. And there's my son walking by. I'm going, I am not changing. I'm not doing this video again. That's staying in the video. And that's what I said. And it walked by. That video got me 1,400 views and it got me 2 purchases. Because it was hysterical. Shirley even made fun of my blooper. Just be you. It's okay. Have a conversation with a friend. However it is to make you feel comfortable. Go in a closet. If you feel comfortable in a closet and you're warm and fuzzy, whatever it is to get you comfortable, get in that environment. That's why we talk about meditation too. Get into a quiet place and you're overthinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you are having a conversation. Let's talk about it. How would you explain something to your kids? How would you explain something to it would be rolling. Look at other, like Michelle's videos. Boom Boom's videos, Victoria's videos.
They're so great. They're so good.
And what are they doing in there? What are they doing? They're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Just have a conversation with the love of your life.
So here's the thing. I have not made any money yet. And so
Stop. I haven't made any money yet. That you're already saying like I haven't made. So what?
Well, yet. I'm just saying it's how do I have the mindset of of saying this is the greatest thing on earth when I haven't had success yet with it. So I'm doing it the best I can, but I feel like there's something that I need to be really grasping in my mind when I'm
Look at all the other people. Look at all the other people that are having success in this business. I'm telling you right now, I'm no different. I started with this business. See, here's the thing. I don't focus on the money. I don't care about my results. That's not what I'm trying to deliver. I'm trying to be the best version of me to deliver a message to other people saying that this is the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm trying to deliver in my content to people that relate to my story. Because I guarantee people want time, and they'll go through walls if they know at the end of this journey that I'm on, that there's a result, right? But you cannot worry about any result right now when you are just learning. You just can't. And I sit there and I say it this way. When you go live and on your content, he's like, look, there are so many people making money. Because really, you look how many people, like that 10K, there are so many I stopped counting after 100 of how many people made money in this community. Like I would be like, and I did. I said, you don't understand. I'm so fired up right now because I went through my community and I stopped counting at 100 and the list was still going. I know this works. I just got to find my groove. I'll be fine. We're going to make it. But I didn't worry about any of that's all nonsense. That's all that other stuff out there. You just got to say it's nonsense. And you have to believe and do everything you can to make sure your message is clear. My message is simple. I'm not going anywhere. Like this, I'm not going anywhere. I tell people in my content, like, look, I'm going to be here. I'm going to help you. I'm going to guide you along. If you choose to take this journey with me, great. If you don't. But I'm not worried about the results. I don't need to. If you're trying to get your message out where there's people making money, great. You didn't make any money. You know what? When Target opened the business, Best Buy, Home Depot, they started out with zero. And I'll tell people in the videos, like all businesses start out with zero. We always worry about the money. It's a load of crap. Every business, online or not, started with zero customers. So embrace it. It's cool. I get to tell people I started out with zero customers, made no money for 3.5 months. And guess what I just made in the last 4 months?
Yeah.
$80,000.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
right.
Great.
If that doesn't make you believe in something, I don't know what does. Period.
Okay. One quick technical question then. When I
oh God, I'm not tech savvy, kid.
Well, not that kind of question. It's not a tech question. But when I make a video like to post, what's the good length? Like talk about yourself. You know, I know that people want to like they're off in 3 seconds. So that's your hook. And then you start talking about your story for, you know, like a sentence or two, and then the
so there's
or
you're talking about you're making a video, you mean?
Yeah, not a live.
So
making a video, yeah.
Making a video or going live?
Not live.
Okay, video. So the only thing that I would tell you do in live, I follow exactly what's in the community. I do a 7-second to 15-second video, whether I talk about content or not. The second video I do is usually about a minute, and then the third video is about 1.5 minutes. So when you say, what am I talking about? Yeah. What is your message? Look, your message is your story, right? Hey, I was a dad that lost my job after 25 years, and now I found digital marketing. Why are people making, there's so many people making $5,000 to $10,000, and there's no age limit. The internet doesn't care how old you are. Digital marketers are making anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. Are you ready?
Okay.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, that's
whatever your story is.
That sounds good. I'm just trying to do that with energy without sales. You know, like salesy energy.
Stop focusing on it. You know what? Stop focusing on I'm bringing it. It's a decision. It's a decision. All the things you're thinking about are intangibles that have no merit whatsoever. You're giving it value.
Yeah.
There's value in results. There's value in your feelings. There isn't, because you're thinking about you. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not about you. It's about, hey, I want to bring value to those people. If you focus on what you're trying to get across, feelings have nothing to do with it. Results have nothing to do with it. Focus on the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool?
Focus on the giving, not the taking.
That's right. And if you're expecting to get a result and you're trying to expect a result before, what do they say? The horse before the cart, or the cart before the horse? You're screwed every time. It's not about you. It's about making sure you show up every day and give them value. And what does value mean? Give them of yourself without expectation of return.
Awesome.
It'll come back. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
Okay, do you want to do a few more? Or do you want to get off? It's been 2 hours.
It's all you. It's on you. You tell me.
Okay. I mean, I just have to leave in 10 minutes because I got to get my granddaughter.
Then we'll leave in 10 minutes.
Okay. There we go. So how do you say that? Anisha? Is that right? Oh my gosh. Anisha?
Yeah, it's Anisha.
Yay!
Yes.
Hi. Hi, Tim.
Because
How are
I'm
you?
glad she's saying the names because I'd be screwing them up so bad. Glad to have you here.
Thank you. I'm just asking a quick question, just confirming what you said. When we're telling our stories, it's just picking parts of our story, any part, and then just matching it with like the why part and how that makes us feel.
Are you talking about the list I was telling you to make?
Yeah, like when we're actually doing the content, the flow of it. It's more.
Oh, the flow of it. Oh, you know what? I simply tell, I'll take if I'm talking about automation, I'll pick a word, right? And then what I do is I tell how automation, what are the benefits of having automation? It gives you your time back. When I had sales last night and I was asleep, that I'll talk about that. How does that make me feel? How does that, I had a job where my company had automation, but now I utilize automation where it's giving me my time back. So I talk about a little bit about maybe me and then what it is I'm talking about to try to get across, which is the automation. And then what is the effect of that automation? How's that impact my life? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I tie it to my life if I'm doing a piece of content or video. But I'm listening, like my content, my video ideas come from Michelle every morning. Yeah.
Okay.
That help?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Good.
All right, we have James. You should be able to unmute James. All right, we can go to Angie. You should be able to unmute Angie.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you guys again for everything, Team Michelle and everybody else for all the wonderful information. My question I would like to ask is in terms of my videos, my picture post seems to be getting so much more views than my talking videos. So my question is, do you have any idea why this is so? And the other question is, because my picture posts are getting more views, should I make more picture posts than talking videos?
So I really don't worry about my views. Everything inside the community will tell you don't worry about your views because, like I said, I'm sure everybody has a story where they sit there and say, we've all made money off of our our videos without like having any views or followers. It's not about the views or followers. However, I will say this to you. Some of my content that has no face, no nothing, does get some more traction, but also you're answering your own question as well. I would be more concerned about the content that's in my videos than I'd be worried about anything else. So I would share this with you. Are you telling your story through your content? And then are you telling why the people, this business is a solution to their problems? Does that make sense? So whether you do it in a picture post or you do it in a video where you have to talk about it, you just got to make sure your content is what it's supposed to be doing. Does it talk to you?
Okay,
You know?
another thing, in my picture post, it's like I get more leads there. That's what I'm trying to say. Not necessarily views,
Then
but
do
I
more
get
of it.
more leads in the picture post than in the talking videos.
Then do more of them.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
also in my talking videos, it's like whenever I start speaking, it's like I cannot like really stop because I don't know. I was a teacher for like 23 years, so it's like maybe when I start speaking, it's like I just keep going on and on. So it's like most of my videos are 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So I'm saying maybe are they too lengthy or
So
am
look
I
at you.
putting
Well,
too many things into one video or that kind of thing?
so I would do one of two things. I would go back to the community and listen to what Michelle tells us. And here's the thing. What do I mean by that? Literally go back in the community and see what she says about videos. Because if you're doing videos that are Now, take this with a grain of salt, because there's a lot of stuff you'll hear. There's a lot of TikTok gurus, and we're natural humans. We sit there and we go and follow and listen when we're told, don't listen to them. Listen to, stay focused and centered on the foundation that we're trying to instill in this business with you. So you're going to hear a lot of things. You're going to hear people talk about trends. I got to tell you something. Look, I'm coachable. I'm going to stay the path. I'm going to stay the course that has fed my family, and I'm having success. I will be aware of it, but I'm going to do everything that this community has been telling us to do. So stay focused on the fundamentals, which are, if Michelle says 7-second video, 15-second video, then dadgummit, I'm giving you a 7 to 10-second video. If Michelle says we need to do a video for 15 seconds, dadgummit, Tim's going to do a video for 14 seconds. If Michelle says one day, Tim, your videos need to be at 3 minutes, you know what I'm going to do? I'm that guy's just going to do it and do it and do it until I'm blue in the face, because that's what Michelle told me to do, because Michelle's the one making $1 million. I'm not there yet. So I'm going to do exactly what the community tells me to do. I'm going to be aware of it, but I'm also still new. Like, I'm still new at this. You know what I mean? If you follow, like you said, the hooks and all that stuff that Michelle gives us, go back into you just do that. I mean, I have the hooks here. That's what I would do. That's what I do. I don't get into all the noise. I'm going where all the facts are. And all the facts are what exactly Michelle has success. Boom Boom's having success. Shirley had success. Shirley listened to Renee inside the community, not just Michelle. Shirley listened to Renee inside the community and had a $3,300 day. People that are having success are doing what they're supposed to do, which is what? Following our mentor, listening to other people that are winning. Do what the program says to do, and you can't go wrong. Just put you in it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you.
You know, I wanted to share with you, Tim, every month, you guys, I get on a Zoom with TikTok headquarters. Her name is Jacille, and she is TikTok headquarters. And so I get to learn what's new and what's happening and what changes they're making. So when I give you guys advice, it's not because of what gurus that are trying to make money off of you are saying. I actually get it from Jacille at TikTok headquarters. She's the one that told me there's no such thing as a shadow ban, right? That's how I learned this stuff. So I can promise you the advice that I give you is not because of theory or what other gurus are saying, is actually from TikTok headquarters. So if you see me be quiet about something that other people are saying, it's because, you know, and anyway, just trust me. I will set you up for success. Just trust me on that. Yeah.
And again, back, Michelle, it's the same thing. It's, you've been there, done that. What are we doing here? We're here trying to get to where you are already at, and we're going to exceed you. You want us to exceed you even, but I want you to be safe. We're just listen.
Right. Yes,
okay?
That's true.
One more. We'll do one more.
Somebody asked what shadow ban means. So Taylor, I don't know, somebody made up the fact that you don't get no views on TikTok because you're shadow banned. Literally, when somebody asked her that, you guys, she literally laughed. Like she was too, just started laughing. She goes, I don't know where these people come up with this stuff. She goes, there's no such thing as a shadow ban. She goes, it's literally based, everything is based on algorithms. There's no emotions. There's no shadow ban. It's algorithms. So if your TikToks are not getting any views, she goes, it's because you're not interesting. She goes, ouch, but it's the truth. She goes, it's all based on algorithms. The algorithms push your stuff out like 10%. And she goes, if nobody engages in it, she goes, we don't push it out anymore. She goes, that's because you're not interesting. And she goes, now, if we push it out 10% and it gets some stuff, she goes, we'll push it out another like 25%. And she goes, that's why, she goes, and you guys, you can tell that by looking at your like this, right? Go to your more data and go down to the bottom. See, so this was pushed to the For You page 83%. So what happens is if you guys look at one of your videos that doesn't get a lot of view, I guarantee it's a small percent on the For You.
Wow.
It's because it wasn't good enough to be pushed out more, all based on the algorithms, right? And so how do you change that? With your hook. Got to make the hook better, or make the video more interesting, have more energy, talk faster. There's so many factors. Tim talks about them. Victoria talks about him. Nicholas talks about him, right? I mean, we all talk about it. So just trust us. Anyway, 2 more, then are you good?
Yeah, I'm great. Tell me.
Okay, I'm good. I have 4 minutes. So Angie,
Okay.
oh, we just did Angie, right? Okay, so Jean, you can unmute Jean.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me good?
Absolutely.
Hello. Okay. I got to the tail end of because
You're totally coming in broken up, my friend. Yeah, you're coming in broken up, my friend.
Yeah, we can't hear you. So you guys, I do want to thank everybody for getting on. This has been awesome, Tim. Oh my gosh, you slayed it. Like this was incredible. I do want to
Awesome.
leave you guys with this because it's going to keep on getting really good. We have so many people in our community. I'm grabbing my calendar that are going to continue to give you value. So and Tim will be back. I can promise you, as long as he'll come back, he'll keep on. You guys, he's going to hit 6 figures and he will hit his goal in 2024. I see it. Like there's zero doubt that it's going to happen, that it's not going to happen for him. But I'm going to let you know Monday, Nick is coming on here, you guys. I'm going to get the flyer out today. Monday, Nick is doing the training. Then are you ready for this? Cecilia in South Africa that hits 6 figures is doing the training on Tuesday. You guys are going to learn what she did because she didn't make any money her first 7 weeks either. And then she slayed it to 6 figures in like what, 6 months, 6.5 months. You're going to learn from her on Tuesday. Then Renee's coming back on Thursday and she's pouring into you guys as well. So, oh my gosh, we have a huge lineup, you guys, this month that you're going to learn from so many people in the community that can you are going to get everything poured on you to help you and equip you for success. So get ready. It's going to be a great 90-day run. I can promise you guys that. So thanks again, Tim. I appreciate you more than
Thank you.
I can ever express and love watching your journey. It's so fun.
It is too. Thank you for all you do.
Thanks, everybody. Have an awesome day.